Hello? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Too Legit City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? It's the boy me, Too Legit City, and we're back into the Oxygen Not Included. Back into the base game, all achievements, and today is going to be an exciting day. We're going to be adding in 69 duplicates. Nice. And it's going to be a fun time. Hopefully we have enough food. Oxygen should not be an issue anymore. And yeah, it's time to ramp it up. Mar09, what's good? Robo Jumper, hope you guys are doing well. Let me adjust the Mamba cam. Let me center it on the star of the hour. Big yawns from the Mamba. He's looking at his hands. Something's probably on his hands. Hello, been watching the VOD on YouTube. Got to hit this enter button a little bit early. I see you over there, Ultimate Senpai. Welcome on in from the YouTubes. Thank you so much for watching the YouTube content. I know the last couple days I was not able to maintain the uploads. And yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to go up to 69 and add 38, not go up to 100 today. We're going to see what we could do. We're going to first hit 69, and then if we could maintain the growth, because you have to increase the production for food. I think food's going to be the major problem. Once we do that, if we have enough leeway to add more, I'm going to try to hit 100. Because I feel like one of the things I feel like about these 100 dupe runs is that you get to a point where you are in a pretty safe spot where you can't really lose. You have enough food, you have enough oxygen, everything's good, right? And the problem is that I feel like, I don't know about other players and other content creators, but it feels like you need to add the dupes in a little bit early. Otherwise, it's not even a challenge, right? Because then you just get more than you're normally going to get. So if you play with 16, you might go up to like 32. And then you sit pretty for like 500 cycles. That's kind of what I did. I'm on cycle 454. And then you add in, you know, the remainder 70 dupes and you beat the game in like that one stream. That feels kind of like a cop-out. It feels like I didn't really get to experience the challenge. So I'm hoping to do that today. So we haven't done a lot of the achievements yet. I think we only have half of them done. And I haven't dabbled into space. Now, because of how long space takes for me to make the rocket journeys, for me to make the fuel, I feel like having 100 dupes before that, it's going to make it more of a challenge. So I'm thinking that's going to help us out. Not only that, I want to prepare for the next run. The next run we're going to do is a normal difficulty. Start with 50 dupes from cycle 1. And hopefully, this will prepare us for the chaos that's going to ensue on the next playthrough. But yo, glad to catch you live. Nice, Ultimate Senpai. Good to meet you. And thank you so much for watching the YouTube video. So we'll be coming back out with some more Oni VODs and Oni videos very soon. I was busy with the real life stuff. Something happened in real life, and it was unavoidable. So hopefully we'll be okay now. Brenry, yeah. What's going on, man? Nice to see you over there. Welcome on in. Let's get back in to the base to Mamba. Yeah. How old is Mamba? Mamba is 6 years old. I've had him for 4 years, and when I guess adopted him, I guess is the word for it. Because the thing with Mamba is that he wasn't really adopted, he was given to me. And he was 2 years old at the time. So he's 6 years old. Birthday's in May. So he turned 6, you know, a handful of months ago, not too far back. Oh no, the bathrooms are clogged. Good thing we caught that. Good thing we caught that. The bathrooms are about to be clogged right now. Haha, man. I need to make a proper overflow with the toilet water, and I'm gonna start releasing the toilet water into the spawn. I have to. At some point, I think that's gonna be necessary. Anyways, I need to remove the toilet water as fast as we can. And then today's going to be the day we start taking the dupes. So the temperatures should be alright. We might want a little bit of Wheezewort temperature control. I don't think it's necessary. Wouldn't mind it though. So is there a Wheezewort I could take from somewhere else? I'll keep that one there. That one as well. Oh, don't want to have extra wart seeds? I do. I have 2 extras. So because we're playing on the base game, radiation does not exist. So this is going to be kind of sweet. We're going to put a wart seed right here. Alright, so we were in the process of replacing the beds with plastic beds, and I might want to actually seal up the second Great Hall today, because it's going to be 1/2, 1/2, and it's 60 people this side, 60 people that side. I don't know if we'll actually hit 120 though. And then our spawns are working well. I might want to need to redo some of the oxygen pipes. I might want to do that, we'll have to see. And then we're still trying to do a lot of trimming. I think this is feasible, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We do that one, these two do that one. Yeah, that works. Which means we trim that, and then we trim this. I should try to get this swapped. And then we'll try to mine out the rest of this as well. Oh, there's a igneous up top. We're gonna have to remove that. Do a little bit of sweeping here. Okay, so we're still planting arbitraries. We might be out of seeds. Yeah, we're only at 5 seeds now, huh? That's tough. So we will unselect the seeds for now. We will let this Cuddle Pip get to work. I guess there is an egg there, so we don't need to actually drop off a critter. So arbitraries are ready. I don't know if we want to harvest. I mean, I guess we can. Nothing really bad's gonna happen. We will need to make a sweepy setup, so that sweepy could just pick everything up and drop them off, and we'll have all of this swept into some auto sweepers and load them into ethanol. We're going to want that to maintain the amount of dirt for mealwood, because it's going to be the easiest thing to grow and the most scalable because of the fact that we have 500 tons of dirt. 500 tons. That's a lot. We have a lot of ice too. 70 tons. We have a lot of ice. I don't know what I'm going to want to do with it. I might want to keep it all in a freezer box. That's probably a good idea. Just stack up all the ice in a tile. And then make sure that tile is in a vacuum so there's no heat transfer. That's probably not bad. So theoretically speaking, if I have 40 compost running full time, would it be worth trying to harvest the heat somehow? Theoretically, having 40 compost, that's impressive. The problem with that is... Wait, what the hell? There's a buried object? Is that a glitch? You know what could have happened here? I saved the game while an item was moving on the rail. And then when I loaded the game, the food object's frozen in place now. Oh, that sucks. I lost 1 piece of food. I don't know what it was, though. And it became the buried object. Feels bad, man. Well, I don't want to open that up. The problem with that is that the compost doesn't really get too hot. What would you want to harvest it for? Not saying that you can't, but there's no real way to use that for energy, if that makes sense. Right? Because although it generates heat, I don't think it ever really goes above 100. I might be wrong. Maybe in a vacuum it actually gets that high up. But the problem is that it does off-gas. So I guess the question is that, what are you going to use the heat for? You could theoretically use it to do things like warm up an area, warm up cold water that's -10, so that it doesn't freeze when you sieve it. Outside of that, I don't know what you would want to use it for. What kind of ideas do you have, man? This is Ryan. Hi, legit. How's it going, mate? We doing all right? Today's the day we're going to ramp up the duplicates. So we're hoping to have a good time. So as of right now, we're doing all right. And we're going to see what kind of pains are going to be in store for us as we plan to ramp up the amount of duplicates. But how are you, good sir? We are doing all right. We gotta have the oxygen go that way. That pipe's not being used, and that's fine. Nice, as I just read the title. Yeah, hopefully it's not gonna be a bad time. Hopefully, right? That's one of the things. We're hoping everything's gonna be all right. Oh crap! Not the automation wire and not the heavy watt. There we go. We gotta remove the ladders. Hey, stream day. What up, to legit? What's going on, you vampire? How are you? How are you? Hope everyone in chat's doing good today. Hope you guys are doing well on this Thursday. Wait, guys. Someone was talking about it's Halloween tomorrow. How does that work? Does anyone know how that works? I thought Halloween was on the 31st. Is it different in other parts of the world? Excuse me for being ignorant and not cultured, but I don't know. I hear a lot of people talking about that. So we need another hatch egg right there. It's not bad. The shovels are all right. All right, so we could keep that there. It's keeping the batteries cool. I don't really think I need triage cots anymore, so I might want to remove the room. And then I wanted to start mining out the aluminum right here. Actually, I wanted to start it from here. And the reason behind that was because I wanted to start planting wild crops on the right side. So the left side was going to be things like arbor trees and whatnot. And then eventually we're going to do things like sleet wheat, pinch of pepper nuts. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. But we don't have enough arbor trees yet for the ethanol distillery setups. And I think it's what? 28? Is it 28? Someone did the math, right? It was 28 arbor trees that we need per petroleum gen. Something like that. And then we're going to power 3 petroleum gens. So we need what? 84? So 7, 7, 7, 21, 6, 6, 12, 33. 7, 7, 14. That's 47 plus 6. Dude, we need to keep going down, huh? Yeah. Alright, so just gotta keep on trucking. Gotta move the pea water off the ledge. It's a tradition based off of All Hallows Eve, yeah. It was during autumn solstice, I believe, before the commercialization of Halloween. Oh! Oh, wow, I didn't know that. So this is, so that's why people were taking, like, days off and stuff, huh? Interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. So that's when? So is that today? Tomorrow? I see people, you know, talking about taking the days off and the whatnot. Gotta remove the beds, gotta get the new beds in. And then we gotta start trimming this. And then I think we just let this leak out. I don't want to deal with it. We just let it spill. It should be fine. 20-ish, depending. Never heard of people taking time off for it. I mean, it might be, you know, people just had something to do. But a lot of people yesterday were talking about, yeah, man, it's Wednesday. And I was like, oh, yeah, man, it's almost a weekend. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm taking Friday off. And then, you know, a couple minutes later, another guy comes in. Yeah, I'm taking Friday off too. And there was like a group of people, everyone just taking Friday off. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I went to another stream after stream yesterday. And that's when I found out it was like Halloween. People were taking time off for that. I was like, oh, okay. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Is that a naturally formed 2-layer log right there? Yeah, this was naturally formed. And it's holding up the salt water. You can see that the water right there. But yeah, they don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. The naturally formed double-layer standing lock. I don't know, man. It'd be like that sometimes. I can't be mad about this, man. This is what we call the natural occurrence. It's pretty poggin. We gotta mine everything out though. F Friday anyways, it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, so one of the goals we also have is to mine out the entire subsurface ocean. And all the biomes up top. Because we want to start utilizing the space for rockets eventually. Which means I am going to have to remove the Gravitas facility. But that's going to be for the late game. We're not there yet, so we don't have to do it yet. But I do want to get started on some of the mining. This is going to be a spillway into the bottom tank. We have not made any more refined metal. Let's make some steel to heat up the water and then dump it out. And then more arbor trees, the little cuddle pips getting to work. Alright, so right now we are sitting on 1.2 million kcals, living off of pickled meal lice and barbecue. We have a little bit of fish too. Maybe we should start making a fish automation setup. And we could easily do that in one of these spots, since these are most likely going to be bedrooms. Oh no, these are 72 wide. That's really odd. Why is this 72 wide? We would typically want it at the 64 setup. This is a little bit... Oh no, this is the... Yeah, so this is a little bit off. Bedrooms for 69 dupes? Yeah, we need to make them, dude. I need to make some bedrooms right now. 100%. I need to make some bedrooms for the dupes. Alright, so I gotta resize this. So this should be 16. That's here and that's 64. That's proper. I don't know why it was different size. I gotta redo that. Has Oni got that update yet? Haven't been playing. Picked up a little indie game called Stardius. Think RimWorld graphics and some Oni air temp management on a ship. Yeah, some people on YouTube even mentioned that. I don't know if I'll check it out. Is that game in early access right now? Like, what's the state of the game right now, if you don't mind me asking? So this is a lip, tile, and this is the ladder. Which means I need to go out... Yeah. 2 tiles. What's the state of the game right now for Stardius? I haven't really checked it out. I do know one of the streamers I follow was playing it yesterday. But I haven't seen enough of it. Early access solo dev. Oh, very sorry about that. Early access solo dev is surprisingly solid. Only had to reload once to a bug of 10-ish hours. Okay, not bad. Did they say how long the game was in development before it became early access? Because I'm curious. The problem with solo dev games is that you don't know how much work they put in before it actually became early access. And as much as I want to support the solo devs, it's usually not a good option to support the solo devs. And what I mean when I say that is that you have a great foundation for the game, and that's because they spent years on it. Not and then us as the player, the consumer, start to have unrealistic expectations where we want to have a finished game within the year. Whereas it's actually going to take somewhere upwards of, 2 to 4 years for it to be actually complete, since it's a solo dev, right? So it becomes a thing where it's like, it'd be great, but I don't know if it's actually going to be that great. So it's like, I'm really reluctant to check out those type of games. But if it's a great game, man, I'll have to play it, right? Kickstarter back in August. Okay. And then did it say how long the game was already in development back then? Why do I have a tile here? That's so random. And then, yeah, we mined this out, the water's spilling. That's fine. Alright, so we need to make our layer right here. And then let's dig up the plants. So everything up top is going to be removed later on. For now, though, we're going to run to remove this and go down for the wild farming. I'll probably have to box up the chlorine vent. There's a Pokeshell by here by himself. Feels bad, man. He developed it on Twitch? Oh, he's live streamed the coding stuff? That's impressive. That's pretty impressive, not gonna lie. If that was done like that. Every time I look away and back to screen, I see lava between Mamba. Yo, man, it's just a piece of obsidian sitting in the magma core, dude. It's right there. Piece of obsidian in the magma core. That's all it is. The loneliest Pokeshell of all time, I know, right? We should free him and have him join the other people in the Crab Shack. Where is he at? We're gonna free you, little guy. We're gonna help you join the Crab Shack army. Right there. Look at that. Little Pokeshells, big Pokeshells. None of the variations feels bad. Mamba isn't Neutronium. Neutronium is unfazed by temperature. Mamba actually cuddles up to me when it's cold, so I think it's Obsidian. Y'all know how it is. The kitty cats be like that. Alright, so we're gonna redo this. Then we're gonna have this be deconned. All the ladders here get deconned. Oh shit. Grab that as well. Here, 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 here. Makes sense, approved, right? Makes sense, makes sense. And then we have one more arbitrary seed. Okay, so that means we will want to start cutting the trees so that we get more arbory corns. Nabolinis, I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so we are going to be taking a lot more dupes. So I will be expanding our mealwood farm as of now. And the bottom range is 10 degrees. That's actually perfect, as this is going to be pretty cold. So I probably want to put another wheeze work down here just to manage the temperatures. I have one here. I should probably put one here. Played this earlier again after ages, and my dupes peed the water supply at cycle 2. The classic, dude. Curbs, if there's one thing that's gonna stand the test of time, it's duplicants peeing the water tank. They're never gonna fail you with that. And that's for damn sure. They always gotta pee the tank, man. You know how it is. Crab Shack overcrowded? Nah, man. They're not overcrowded. Okay, maybe they are. We could put the Crab Shack in a open field setup. That's actually fine. I actually wouldn't mind that, as it's going to be like this guy with a water drop. So if we want to save the crab people, we could do that. Also, self-traps while digging. Yeah, man. You got to get used to the dupe AI, man. That's one thing for sure. You got to get used to the dupe AI. The dupe AI, it's something else. It really is. Sometimes it's really impressive how good they're at, you know, finding a problem and bombing themselves, man. The dupe special. Y'all know how it is. I got a question yesterday. Can you get seeds from pips shaking the trees, or just manual dupe cutting? Yes, you can. So I'm not sure if that's actually specific to arbor trees. I think it is. But pips will actually crawl on the arbor tree, and you have a chance of getting a seed from that. But, you know, if you don't have enough pips, it's probably worthwhile to just cut the lumber. Wait, can you get seeds from cutting lumber? Either way, pips do give you a seed chance from doing that animation of climbing the tree. Maybe we'll see one live. Come on, dupes, y'all got this. The pips, though, they're chilling. Oh, come on. Climb the tree. Little pip, you got this. The pips are tired today, not looking to climb the trees. Feels bad, man. I wonder if it's higher or lower chance based on dupe harvest level. I think it's flat for the pips. I think it's a higher chance, or maybe not at all. From dupes, don't remember. Yeah, that's the thing. The dupes potentially have a higher chance, but the thing I'm thinking about right now is that theoretically, the arbor tree plant is what drops the seeds and not the branches, right? So the branches drops you lumber, no seeds, but the tree itself is what gives you the seed. So because your duplicate never actually interacts with the tree itself, I don't think you actually get seeds from that. And you're basically relying on the pips climbing on it to get you that effect. Might be wrong, but I think that's how it works. Oh, did he just do it? Because we just got a seed. Oh, I looked at chat. Did he climb on the tree right now, guys? I looked at chat, and we just got a seed. He did it. Oh, he did it, boys. Pog slides in chat. We got an extra seed. We need that for the bottom right here. We're out of seeds, boys. I can't plant any more arbor trees. He was climbing it. Nice. Yeah. So that climbing animation gets you seeds. It's pretty nice. The pips knew. Yeah, man. He saw the center of attention buff. The dupes actually are the only ones that noticed that. Feels bad, man. Come on, climb the tree. You're old, dude. You need some exercise. Yeah, it looks like he's tired. Alright, let's grab a new dupe. Let's see, who do we got? Build Supply Cook. This is pretty good. Build Supply. He doesn't have to cook. Duress to Impress. That's never going to trigger. And then we have Irritable Bowel. No, actually, it's going to start with the stat increase due to the fact he starts with 5 stress. So we'll take Osmond. We're in, boys. Alright. So these new rooms are going to be ready. I could leave the power wire there for now. We need the new ladder up top. And then we're going to add in some more beds. Oh, crap. Okay. I might want to start moving some pipelines as well. That's probably going to be smart. I probably need to provide more oxygen in a lot of spots. I'm out of power. Why am I out of power? Oh, I deconstructed the hydrogen line. Haha, man. It really do be itself sometimes, man. God damn it. Why is my spawn broken? Why is everything not on? Is it the automation? No. We're at 146, 37. I deconstructed the pipeline, dude. Man. Feels bad. The classic, though. That always happens. Also learned yesterday, every time a dupe pees on the floor, not a lavatory, you lose 4.7 kilograms of pee water. Oh, interesting. Duplicants don't make as much water when they pee on the floor. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's also pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Alright, so I do want to burn through the rust still. We have a lot more salt as well. So we are going to keep the rusty oxidizers to help us supplement a lot of the oxygen. So I think we don't need to pipe out a lot of the oxygen from here yet. But I do need some oxygen on this side, so let's set that up. I think we will want to set up from here like that. Which means I think I want this like this. So that's going to be 2 lines, I think. This line probably doesn't need to exist anymore, because I think we'll just pull it from the bottom line. So this line right here is going to go to the left tube, I think. So I think for the ease of access, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it like that. Insulated pipes, yes. I want to make sure that while the gas pipelines are moving, they don't absorb the heat. Now, right now, they're not insulated. That's because in the early game, it's faster to just build regular pipelines. We're going to eventually replace all of this with insulated. That's going to be the goal. Is that less? How much does the lavatory use fresh water, though? Shouldn't that be the difference? Oh, that's true. But the thing is the lavatory and the wall toilet generates different water values. So the lavatory generates 11.7. So a trapped and let one pee, they produce 1.9 kilograms of pee water versus 11.7. The thing is that the wall toilet actually uses less water. And I don't have that in the base game. So I can't show you that. But yeah, that's also another thing. Wall toilet generates you more water, since you use less and it's the same amount at the output. Oh, that's interesting. I never actually thought to calculate that. If them peeing their pants generates you more more water or not. Oh, man. More than the 6.7 difference from the wall? I believe the wall toilet uses only like 2.5 kilograms. They use less water, I think. I might be wrong. Someone help me confirm that, please. I do believe that's how it works, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, so this one is the one that goes here, and then we'll just have that come into here. And then we'll put in the vents. What? That lag. Alright, so this connects, and then we will have a top line connection U. So basically we pipe out these first, and then the extras goes to the back once we have it. And then that's gonna mean that we remove this pipeline, and then we have this one overtake the top, so that we have oxygen in the top to do our mining. Alright, speed this up. Gonna need the O2, you guys. Y'all know what it is. I might want to start replacing... Oh no, these ladders are not going to be replaced. It produces the same amount as a lavatory. I think you actually have to build it to see. I think if you have it in the overlay like this, it doesn't actually show you. But it should produce something similar to the lavatory. But it does use less water. Alright, so the water came out. This is completely clean, though. I could probably make this 100% so that we could just remove everything. Oh, Big Cthulhu got hit by a Pokeshell. Alright, so we're going to bop these guys so they're no longer overcrowded to appease chat. So these guys are going to be free. Let's do bottom door first. So you don't jump on top of the door and then fall down to the bottom. And then I need to wrangle the one Pokeshell right here. And he could join the family. If it's better... So the problem with the wall toilet, though, is that you do generate more water. I know that for a fact. The problem is that the wall toilet does not dump the water into a pipeline. That means you have to use a liquid pump to pump up the water that spits out on the other side. And then you potentially lose some of the water to off-gassing. So you run into a weird circumstance, 100%. You run into a weird circumstance. Because it's like, you need to use power, and then you potentially lose a little bit to off-gassing, and then it's like, it's only better in the, you know, perfect world sense that everything works out. Sealed room, overpressure, more water. Yeah, you could potentially do that. That's a thing. Just pressurize the room. But you do need to spend power, though, for that. And then that becomes a trade-off. Do you want more water, or do you want it to be no power usage? Which is honestly not that bad of a trade-off, I don't think. Water makes power. This is true. You got to do the math, though, to see if that actually cancels out. You gotta see if it's actually good math. Not bad. Dude, this is gonna be a fat sweep. Alright, all the dupes are sweeping right now. They're doing good. And then I need to start messing with the oil biome at the bottom. We are crushing. Oh, dude. So if you guys remember from last stream, I had an accidental infinite oxygen output right here. There's a little bit of water on this, and it was making it so that this had no overpressure value. This gas in the area got up to 40 kilograms per tile. Oxygen. 40 kilograms per tile of oxygen. And we made a door crusher and we let it rock for basically all of last stream. And all the oxygen is gone. We went from 40 kilograms to 600 grams per tile. The CO2 is starting to overtake. Oh man. I might want to start releasing the oxygen again. I mean, we're using suits for that, so it's not a big deal. But that's insane, man. Door crusher. Just removed a lot of the gas. Anyways, we gotta keep mining out the resources. We need the lead, fossil, igneous, I guess. Also, the diamond's gonna be very lucrative. And then I may want to... Man, I need to find a spot that has no oil so I could open up the ice biome and have it start interacting with the hot temperatures right here. That's gonna be the tough part. I need to find a spot with no oil, because I don't want the oil to spill in and then freeze, and then I lose half of the mass. That's the worst thing that could happen. I do want the ice to cool down, like the CO2, warm up, or cool down the entire area as a whole. Everywhere I look at, though, there's... oh, that's a geyser? Oh, we've seen it already. That's saltwater. Yeah. Got that saltwater geyser. Feels bad. For now, though, we'll just let them do that. Let's also turn this off. So 0, 0. So it just stays green. And then we don't need to crush the gas anymore. Alright, oxygen here is at 2,000 kilograms. Can't be mad. The water's still coming in strong. And yes. With that connected, this is back up and running. Oxygen is pumping out. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, this line is done. That line is done. Let's cut this line. And then let's have this connect. There we go. So this is just going to do that. We are going to have this now. So this is going to overflow. Nice. We also have suits now for the Dreckle Ranch. That's pretty sweet. And then I'm thinking about raising shine bugs so that we could make a something to consume the phosphorate. Otherwise, I don't have anything that really eats that, right? What eats phosphorate? Bomb lily? Oh no, that's how I make medical packs. Oh, I feed it to pinch of pepper nuts. I might actually want to do that. Actually have domesticated pinch. Oh, but it's 37 kilograms of water per cycle. That's not the business. The warts, but it's not a lot, right? We'll never actually be net zero with the amount of phosphorite we generate and how much the Wheezeworts consume. And then at some point, the whole map's going to be cold enough that the Wheezeworts, you know, aren't going to really be used anymore. So the pinch of pepper nuts require polluted water. If I could just feed it phosphorite, I would love it. But it looks like we need pea water for that. I wish we didn't have to irrigate it. That's a lot of water, man. So I have to wild plant this. We need other consumers for phosphorite. We really do. We need other consumers for this. Alright, get the mining out. Mining out the ice is going to be another thing we're going to want to do. And then I probably should find a spot to store the ice. I can make a probably very quick vacuum box setup. And I would probably want it above the locations because I don't have a permanent spot. So I think we'll do it. We'll probably have it right here. Very close by. So we'll have it here. I think we'll make a one-drop lock setup. Ladder up. So we want to have one drop block like that. So we drop the lock here. Theoretically, I do want a tile here then. It looks kind of jank, but for now, we'll be like that. And then we remove this tile once we're ready. And then we got to make this a vacuum. This should be good. Technically, I only need something like that. Nothing that large. Bare minimum setups. Bare minimum setups. Should be good, should be good. Alright, so I also need to prepare space for the mulewood. I think this is going to be a good spot. Moving down, I do need to cool down this area. Especially from the generators generating heat. And then, yeah, it looks like we do remove this. Oh, can I actually do that? I guess we do both sides. So we do a 4, and then we remove that, and then we trim it from both sides. We'll leave this here, and then we'll just put one on top. And then we'll do another layer here. And then we'll do... well, we won't do this yet. And then we'll have more meal rice right here. The cold energy shouldn't be too cold. As long as we're above 10 degrees, we'll be fine. And I think it's going to warm up by then. This rust is at 40 degrees, but it chills down, so I'm not really that mad. This cool area, I might want to put a Wheezewort here, just to keep it cool. But these rusty oxidizers, man, they're staying warm. Alright, so we're going to want a bottle emptier here. And then we need to continue mining out the salt. Whoa, someone's dying? Oh my god. He's actually suffocating. Okay. So I need you to build a ladder here. Who's gonna do this? Let me do that. Let me do this. And then let me do this. And let me do that. He's grabbing it. Let's go. Hey, he's not gonna die. Let's go. I'm in, boys. God damn it, these dupes. Curbs. That happens to me too, man. My dudes almost kill themselves. It's not even you, dude. Dupes just like doing that to themselves. This guy killed himself almost. The duplicant special. You know how it is. The duplicants make sure to give you guys a tough time. Alright, it's really unbreathable right there. I should start releasing some of the gases through. Yep, we'll do it. We'll do it. Why not? Hopefully, I mean, it's going to get pumped up, though, some of it. And it's going to get cycled back up top. It should be fine, though. This side is pretty breathable already, so I'm not really that mad. Why is this unbreathable right here? Oh, it's polluted oxygen, that's why. Get to mine that out. We got the ladder here now, not bad. The cold energy is going to leak through. But it's also going to be the gases as well. Now, because it's the one tile gap, it's going to leak down slowly. So hopefully it gets caught here or here. I just don't want to pump it up and start cycling up and down. It's probably going to happen, though. We want to do that. Yeah. Okay, and then how is the ice box that we're making? This is probably going to be oil. I want to watch over that so that we don't do anything bad. Hey, look at that. We free the crabs. No more overcrowded stuff, man. They're just chilling on an island. Wait. That's actually all we need. There we go. Now, the easy setup is just build this tile. We're going to just delete the gas. We could remove this now. We could also remove this tile. It's going to be a one-drop lock with crude oil. Easy does it. And then we're just going to keep all of the ice in here. Dude, this guy still sleeps in here, dude. You know, K-Kun likes to sleep in the cold when he's constantly sleeping in the negative temperature ice biome. I mean, you know what they say, right? The ideal temperature to sleep at is on the colder side. That way your body naturally, you know, tries to stay warm and, you know, you go into that sleepy state. Wait, there's an oxygen mask right there? Were they repairing this? I guess it works. Alright, so we are out of seeds. The pips are pooping in the corner. That's not bad. And then we gotta wait for the pips to keep moving on down. I guess we could keep making the tile spacing for the arbor trees that we would want long term. But at the same time, we do need to dig this down. That's probably going to be the important part. That's a 1, 2. That's a 1, 2. And then we want to mine that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we probably want to do these two from climbing up top. We could go below to mine out some of the other stuff. Croconut's not stuck. He's chilling. Alright. And then we got the tiles built. Nice. We'll build that. Move out all the gases from there. And that's going to be a vacuum. And we're going to store the ice inside. That way, I'll always have ice. And I don't have to worry about it. So we're at 32 right now only. So I'm not going to have to expand the left side yet until we get close to 50 dupes. And then, yes, the mulewoods are here. Mulewood. Alright. Deconstruct that. Struckle has the die. Feels Batman. Oh, we got hit by the proton cannon. Alright, oxygen is being distributed. We could remove this pipeline now. Not bad, not bad. So it's shaking like that because when you deconstruct a tile, it does that weird animation. Alright, pufflet eggs. No, I'm taking dupes. I don't want a bottomless stomach. That makes it worse. Mouth breather. That makes it worse. It looks like we're taking a farmer. That's a builder. Oh, dude. Tier 3 exosuit training? Oh, what a beast. I'm taking this guy. Alright, so we need to continue replacing the beds with plastic beds. We gotta upgrade. Give everyone the upgrades. The Wii's words are doing good. Oh, there we go. So we want to decon that. These guys are chilling. Did we wrangle the Pokeshell? I think we did. Oh, another Cuddle Pip! Hey, the Cuddle Babies. Oh, don't go into the ice biome. You guys are gonna die in there, dude. Aw, damn it. They die at past -30. Don't die, Mr. Pip. Is so close to death. We need to save him. And this is a Cuddle Baby, man. At 17 degrees. I need to save the Cuddle Babies at least. Alright, so we're gonna move the Cuddle Babies into one of these rooms really quick. This is also removed. Get that started. Okay, nice. We could fill this out now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to maintain that 4 space gap. That's just something we have to maintain due to the fact that pip planting mechanics and how the spacing works. So we have to just maintain that. Alright, so this is a decon. We will put the Cuddle Pip in here. And we're going to wrangle them. Where's the babies? There he is. We got to save the Cuddle Babies. Alright, alright. So one thing I might look into doing is making a proper shovel breeder. Because I think that is something we're going to need. We need to make a proper shovel breeder so that we could just increase the amount of shovels we have in general. I think we should do that just because of the benefit outweighs everything else. The hassle, you know. Shovels are a pain, but they are a great source of food. So although we have like minor ranches and stuff like that, I'm probably going to want to maximize on the shovels if we are doing 100 dupes. That just typically is going to be the, for lack of better words, the easy way out. Now the problem is that I don't have a good location. It's probably going to be in here, right here. That's where the ranching is done, right? We have hatches, and then we have our Drecos. So we're probably going to want our other ranches in the same area. Also, the ethanol. Alright, so we're going to deconstruct the pipes. We're going to spill some of the ethanol everywhere. We'll mop it up, dump it back into the storage. That's fine. Expect it to happen. Oh, damn. A little bit too much ethanol. There we go. We're mopping it up. And it keeps spilling. We're good, we're good. Oh, there he is. Nice. So this is going to be the next Arbor Seed location. We need to find at least 7 seeds. So we got to wait for that. Wait for the pips to dive through the branches, give some seeds. Okay. We need more plastic beds. And then we got to deconstruct more tiles. So one thing about this that I might be setting myself up for failure is it's weird, but we have something called job suitability, where we make every duplicate do a task while wearing a suit. And I am opting to do a hard mode challenge where we do that after we get 100 dupes. That might be famous last words because of how bad of an idea that actually is. But I want to do it. I want to do it. Alright, so this is filled up. Nice. That's going to be quite some micromanaging. There's a strat. There's a strat. It's a weird strat, but there's a strat. The strat, though, requires me to have a lot of free space. That's one of the problems. I need to have, like, a hollowed-out map. Cupid Habin, what's good? I see you over there. Have you ever seen thick water? Have you ever seen thick water? Where you have water drip, and it looks rather thick. That's what we have right here, man. Got that thick water coming in. This is actually a wall. Prevents gases from actually going in and out. But the thing is that it's funny. This is ice cold, so the water getting here is turning into ice. Dude, look at this. The ice value is just going up a kilogram at a time. We have an ice machine. We have an ice machine, boys, in its natural habitat. Constantly just making ice. I'm not even mad. And this is not the one that you have to dig out. This is the one that you literally just add to your cups of water. So it looks like we got one of those refrigerator attachments. It's doing good. Can't be mad. Like IRL, I know, right? Thick water. I've seen water as thick as pudding. I have too, man. There's a lot of cornstarch in that. Is it any possible way to make snow? Sadly, no. There's no way to make snow. Snow becomes water, but water does not become snow. That's the problem. It's kind of like petroleum. To make petroleum, you gotta boil crude oil, right? But the problem is that crude oil becomes petroleum, but petroleum cannot become crude oil. It's a one-way street, sadly. I feel like if Clay does want to address it, they probably could. What you would probably have to do is not go through the natural state change. And if you want to make specific elements like snow or, you know, some of the elements that required to be capped in that state, and if it does go through state change, no way to go back. To have it on the laboratory. So they were talking about releasing a new building called a laboratory for the upcoming DLC. And that's one of the things they could do with that. They could make it so that they could make a building. Make it so that you could create things like mud. Because that's another thing we can't make in this. Well, I don't have mud. Right? Because mud is dirt and water. And then you have to separate it with the salad spinner. But the problem is that, you know, after you separate the mud into water and dirt, you can't combine it back. I would imagine that could be something they could add in the future DLC. The potential of making mixed elements like that, where you're able to actually recreate some of those mixtures for the uses. Not cornstarch, but water mixed with a thickening agent for people who can't swallow normal water. Oh, that's a thing? Feels bad, man. I didn't know that was a thing. You could technically make mud? Really? Cthulhu, I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. How do you make mud, dude? What kind of strats are you talking about? Cthulhu coming in with the mud making strats. 47, 34. Let's make a little bit of iron before we dump out the water. Oh, grubs. Yeah, that's true. That's true, yeah. Grubs and sucrose. You could do sulfur, but it's not efficient. I forgot about that. That is true. All right, let me be technically correct. Polluted mud. To make polluted mud, it's not possible. So, you know how it be. Sometimes you gotta make some polluted mud. Is that a shovel? Oh, we still have a shovel out here? I might want to capture him, dude. And I do need steel to start making my space stuff eventually. Alright, so we do need to mine this out, make the trims. And this probably doesn't hurt me. Just start trimming this out as well. We want the water to spill out anyways. Dude, all these poke shells, man. Never gonna run out of lime. That's a great thing to have. Never run out of lime. Such a good feeling. This salt water is already analyzed and overpressured. I'm probably gonna want to start stockpiling that soon. And is there anything to sweep in here? There is a little bit. I do want to remove some of the water, though. And then we'll leave that there just in case. So it looks like the ladder for the spillway is not actually centered. Let me actually deconstruct that then. And then we'll have a 3-watt tile setup for this. I could do a modified spillway. I guess we don't need to do this now, though. I could stockpile the water. That is something we could do. That's probably going to be smart. Why would you ever want to make polluted mud? I don't know, man. Just so that I could say that I did. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. Really do be like that sometimes. Sometimes I ask whether or not I could and not whether or not I should. And then, that's how you get Godzilla. Oh, another dupe, let's go. We have pips. This guy's not bad. Build operating farming. I think we're taking Lyra. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so this is gone now. And then this is gone as well. Do duplicates hold their breath when they're traveling in a transit tube? Every time I've had transit tubes for my dupes, they already have suits. Did he do anything weird like that? It's a weird question. Now I sweep all liquefiable. It's nice. So this is gone. We just use that to move the ice. This is also ice. Let's remove this as well. Wall toilet. 9.2 P water minus 2.5. Same as the lava door. Oh, it's the same? Oh, what? I thought it was more. Feels bad, man. Thank you for doing the research, Napolinis. Appreciate that. I guess I was wrong. It'd be pretty easy for Clay to allow for making pea mud. Have a special Taco Bell portal delivery. Dude, what if they make something like that? Like, would you guys want, like, a traveling merchant? Is that a mechanic that you guys are, for lack of better words, want to have in this game? Because I feel like that kind of ruins, like, the immersion. Purple Shiv, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. You guys know what I'm talking about? Traveling merchants. That's a very common mechanic in a lot of colony simulation games. I don't know how that would be, man. Traveling merchant goes printing pod. Well, the thing is that the printing pod is a one-way street. Technically, you're stealing from the printing pod. Not so much trading with it. There's no barter. You don't give it anything. It's just, you know, there's a couple batteries in, and that's it. Traveling merchant would be interesting addition. Definitely would want it to be something you could explicitly enable. I think if they do a traveling merchant, it has to come in a form of a vending machine. That's the only thing that makes sense. It cannot be an actual duplicate or human life form. Or duplicate life form. It has to be an AI. That has to be what I think has to be. Alien merchant. But there's no aliens in this game. You would have to be like a gassy moo. Oh, dude, I would love for a roulette critter. Dude, that would be amazing. What if there's a critter that you cannot tame, but it goes onto your map from time to time? Like if you guys played Remote before, kind of like a Thrumbos. where it just happens to, just be on your map. And what happens is that you could make a feeding box that you feed that critter, and it gives you a random item. So it's like a roulette. That could be kind of cool. A space station that you have to travel to, maybe. That could be kind of nice. Merchant in a suit, riding a gassy moo, traveling through space, wheeling and dealing. Hey, you gotta give it the Ric Flair sounds, dude. I'm the baddest motherfucker all time. I'm the best dressed, best looking motherfucker all time, too. I'm the wheeling and dealing, shot calling. And you gotta do the Ric Flair, woo! You know what it is. The space station idea is also pretty good. I would love to have a buildable space station, though. Something like an ISS. Frozen dupe with info for pod. So like a Frozen Friends. I don't know about raids, man. The thing about Oni is that I appreciate Oni being non-combat. I like the peaceful atmosphere where it's very chill like that, in that regard. Of course, to each their own, right? That doesn't have to be always the case. It just feels like since Clay hasn't added that in, I don't know if that's something they want to add in. I want mining space stations for star map POIs. Oh, man. You know what would be better? Well, it's the same idea, but it's, I guess more fleshed out. So I had an idea of launching not a rocket with dupes in it, but a rocket with ship parts for a space station. And then you can make it so that you have to have X amount of ship parts delivered. And then you have to send like a crew to actually combine all the ship parts. And then once it's made, they should make it so that you could release mining drones from that ISS to go to the POIs. But give it limited range. Or a limited amount of drones or something like that. That could be pretty cool. Makes that automatic. And then you could select which POIs to go to. And of course you get to choose where the space station would be built at. On the star map, of course. Not the star map, but the Space Out DLC one. But the problem with that is that that would not actually work for a lot of the other ones. Like, you wouldn't work on the base game. So I don't know if they would want to implement something like that. More interactions between dupes would be great. Ooh, interaction between dupes. That's actually pretty good. The problem with that is that, is there a game with good colonist interactions between each other? I feel like that's a lot of the time something that's glossed over when it comes to video game development for these type of games. Like, interactions between colonists, it's usually speech bubbles, the closest thing we have to like true interactions like RimWorld, right, where the dupes or where the people like get into fights, social fights, things like that. And then outside of that, you don't get too much of that. Right? Because it feels like there's not a lot of games that actively have that as a mechanic. Don't know if that's on purpose. Do you guys know of any games that are like that? That have a lot of interactions in that regard? Because I can't think of one that has like intercolony interactions that's not have to do with the gameplay, so more social than anything else outside of RimWorld. Even then, RimWorld is like very minor in how much you actually have. Alright, so we are getting ready for a lot of things, more farms. We're going to be digging out the right side soon. I'm doing a little bit of digging right here for the salt biome. And then I am also going to be building a centralized power source. So it's probably a good time to start tapping into like the hydrogen geysers. Mostly RPGs, not colony sims. Like idle banter between characters while resting etc. Yeah. Yeah, idle banter, actual, like the thing with idle banter is that it's usually background stuff. Oh yeah, talk about XYZ, XYZ, but that doesn't like impact the game. Something that is a little bit impactful could be kind of cool, I guess. Unless, you know, in theory it works well, but in practice it's actually not that good. I could see that happening. Problem with Oni is that dupe expressions are pretty much limited to stat buffs and debuff. That's true. Honestly though, now that I think about it, I think there's more times where I'm mad that the duplicates are interacting with each other than when I'm happy that they are. Like, a duplicate's about to die suffocating, and he's climbing up the ladder that's in a, you know, bubble of CO2. And then another dupe comes by and they do the finger guns at each other, and then because he did the finger guns, he suffocates. That's like the worst thing that could happen. But that's a bad feeling. That's a bad feeling, man. Like, ah, man, this man did what? Ah, rip. Alright, the water's hot enough. We could dump it out. Add 2 more processes. At least they died with style. Yo, man, it wasn't worth it, though. I would say it wasn't worth it. So we gotta dump out the salt water. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's ramp it up too fast. And then by having this always be desalinating, we could go through the salt water a little bit faster. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Sometimes that's frustrating. When the dupes die because of that, and it's like, ah, oh, come on, man. Why'd you gotta do the finger guns? It's like you guys ever have that one uncle that your parents are like, don't say it, you're gonna teach your kid bad stuff, and he tells the joke anyway. And then for like the next month, you know, your siblings are telling your mom jokes, things like that. What's happening here? Why is this not opening? Why is this not opening? Oh, the top one never actually got made. Come on, dude. We gotta body slam you. You stayed up top for too long. You're gonna start starving, dude. There it is. You're gonna be fed now. Hey! A 5-story drop on the short legs. Oh, he just ate another hatch. Nope, nope. He's chilling. He's chilling. That's a 5-story drop, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My god, that's a large drop. That's another thing about this game. There's no fall damage. It's not that I want fall damage. I just think that's kind of funny. Like, it's like, shouldn't you be able to... It's kind of dark, but... make a kill box by dropping critters off from a high point. You know what I'm saying, man? Gravity exists, but it doesn't really exist. I can actually dump out the rest of this. Autosave lag. Genetic ooze bounces? Oh, man. Dude. Bouncing mechanics would be wild. It really would. It's a small asteroid. Gravity is low. That's how I think about it. Okay, okay. That kind of makes sense. That makes sense why duplicates are able to jump basically half of their height. So everyone has like a 60-inch vertical. Yes, desalinators could be flooded. I actually recommend them to be flooded. That's one of the things you should actually sandbox as a newer player, if you don't know much about that. You should sandbox which buildings can be flooded and which can't. Because a lot of the times buildings that can be flooded, you should flood them. Because a lot of the times it's more efficient that way. Due to the stat difference between liquids and the SHC and gases and the SHC. Not only that, you hold kilograms versus grams on each individual tile. So you absorb a lot more energy this way. And this prevents the building from overheating a lot of the time. So the desalinator is a popular one. Another one that I like to do is the aqua tuner. That has, you could flood this building and then just when the water gets too hot, dump it out. But yeah, that's a good thing to check out, man. Which buildings can be flooded and which can't. And then there's tricks too, like instead of flooding the electrolyzer, you put layers of liquids. You could do the same thing with steam turbines. I don't actually have a design like that right now, but you could actually build up like that. It's pretty interesting. All right, with this second row, I think we'll be okay until we grab a lot more dupes. And then... Okay, so we're going to go with 84, right? We want 84 arbitraries. I think that's the goal. So 21, 33, 47, 53. And then we want to do... Does this actually work? We could put it here, but we only get 4 branches. It is what it is. We'll take the 4 over nothing. And then it's the same thing, so everything here is not necessary. And then on this side... 1, 2. Yeah, just like that. So that's 53, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 59, 65, 72, 79, 86. Oh, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. That's really nice. And then below that, we can start doing another farm. I might want to insulate the tiles. Because I think the pinch of pepper nuts are going to want a heat source. Alright, we're going to build that for now, because we're going to need it. We are sweeping the ice into this tile, so it never melts. Have them in a vacuum. Oh, some of it melted on this tile. Feels bad. I think it'll be fine. Alright, so we have more ice to pick up. Drop it off there. Hopefully we're not dropping... we are. We just have ice randomly on the floor. That's not good. That means that we're going to get random puddles of water around the map. Alright, so if we do arbitraries here, what can we do next to the arbitraries at the bottom half? Because we are going to go all the way to the bottom with the wild planting. This side of the wall. So we can make it so that this side of the wall is all flat. Even though we have spiking neutronium, we'll just adjust the amount of farms we'll have. So with that... I'm not sure what kind of plant I should have. I don't think we can do pinch of pepper nuts because we're going to have to redo the spacing. I do want to start growing that though eventually. Oh, we have nosh beans. We can make tofu. Do I want to make tofu? Dirt and ethanol. Should I make tofu? Tofu sucks though, because you feed it dirt and ethanol, but then to make tofu itself from the building, you need to add water. That's what I'm not actually a fan of. So maybe no tofu. I might grow some dash of salt vines around the geyser right here. But then probably not tofu. I do want to do pinch of pepper nuts. And I do want to do sleet wheat grain. And I do want to do... So sleet wheat grain, arbor trees. The meal lice will keep it in an actual farm somewhere in the middle. And then we'll have a Paku farm. I mean, not thinking about ranching. So let me look at the foods that we have options to. Plants. We don't have slime. Dust caps are out of the question. We could wild plant dust caps. That is a thing. We could wild plant this to get some mushrooms. But what would I even do with mushrooms? Do it with waterweed so that we get mushroom wraps? That could be a thing. So we need to do sleet wheat. I'm probably going to do sleet wheat all the way from here down to the bottom, since we're going to need a lot of sleet wheat. And then I'm thinking about it. Do we really need sleet wheat? If we don't do... I mean, I guess we could do pinch of pepper nuts somewhere else. Or eventually swap out to that. Because they're going to hang upside down, and then they need 5 spacing instead of 4 for the levels in between. Oops. Yeah, we don't really have much options. Since I don't want to do nosh sprouts, I'm probably going to want to do pinch of pepper nuts. Let me look at that. So nosh... Oh, it's right here. Nosh bean. Nosh beans. No data entry? Okay, that sucks. Tofu. Oh, they don't tell you the conversion. Oh, how is there no database for this? Isn't nosh beans in the game for like a long time already? How do we not have a database entry for that? Alright, I don't have a microbe musher I could click on though. Take the Joyas. Oh, I want to take a dupe. I can't pass up on the Joyas. I can't pass up on the Joyas. So I will build one of these for now. I just want to see the conversion rate for the plants. And then I want to make sure this is good. 8 critters, 8 critters. Nice. The refill is good. And we have a shearing room. You know what? Oh, man. I might want to make omelets. And use a fish farm. I think I'm gonna do that. We have a lot of paku. And I'm thinking we could actually make a fish farm because of that. Not a fish farm for, you know, for fish meats, but for omelets. This is what I'm thinking about. We probably could have both. Have a surf and turf and then also have an omelet machine. Now, that would make it so that I would want the omelet machine basically in somewhere hot. Either a steam turbine room or by a saltwater geyser or something like that. And then we would use the fish eggs, since if you crack fish eggs on the egg cracker, it is going to give you the most amount of raw egg, so it's very lucrative. Still don't have the natural tile mod, guys. I'm sorry. Don't got the mods yet. Don't got the mods yet. And then another thing that we wanted to do today was get our industrial brick up and running. So, what type of geyser was this? Infectious polluted oxygen. That's actually just going to be an oxygen source later on. That's not the geyser. Is it this one? Is this hydrogen? It is. Okay, so this is good. I wanted to tap into nearby a geyser source. Near the bottom. That might be it. Which one is these two again? Oh, another infectious polluted oxygen. That's fine. It's more oxygen for me. And then this is gold volcano. Okay, I probably want to tap into that soon. What the hell? What's this glossy Draco doing in the oil biome? He was not born there, I know that for sure. And then I believe this one was saltwater, same with this one. Didn't we have a second hydrogen vent, I believe? Was it this one? Cool steam, no. Hot polluted oxygen. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, we can. We have the space for that. That's probably fine. This one, right? It was this one? Yes, the second hydrogen vent I had. That's gonna be far, transporting the gas, but it's probably fine. So I want to make a hydrogen vent tamer, and then I want to make a industrial brick. There is the AETN right here, so it's looking like we're going to do the Cthulhu strat. By feeding this hydrogen, it's going to basically chill out the room with the generators inside. I probably do want to do that, so that we can have a little bit of centralized power. There's also this one over here as well. 2 AETNs. It's not bad. Alright, so Copenhagen wants us to do a volcano tamer. Let's see what we could do. So we do want to do that, and I do want to have access from below. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to do this. Mine out first, and then when I get to here, I want to mine up to here. I want to mine that out as well. So I got to make our way to the volcano tamer, and then I need all the oil to drop down so that we have space. But we'll get ready for that. Now it's good to have. It's good to have, because if we have more refined metal, the less I have to worry about when I'm making conductive wiring. The less I have to worry about when I eventually get my power control station. A larger stockpile, right? Having more refined gold is always a good thing. So it's fine. We could build it. We could build it. Alright. We gotta sweep everything. I gotta move the water out. Okay, so... food is okay. I don't need to add anything else, I don't think. And then... this is actually built, Pog Slide. So we need to trim this part. And then we need to start trimming down this entire body right here. I probably eventually want to start tapping into the chlorine right here as well. And then there's this ice biome that I don't want to tap into, but I do want to tap into. So the problem with the AETN is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4x4 building, it looks like. Let me try to verify the size by building ladders on it. Can't build, can't build. So it's a 4x4. Okay. So we could use that to kind of figure out that's going to be where the AETN size is going to be. This means that if I take this and go out, it's going to cover that. So I need to be above it. Okay. I might want to do a double layer setup where we have tile and then insulate it right below it so that we could have the run speed bonus. I think we will want to do that design since we're not going to need the space above this to be specifically open or clear. And then we could just have the setup just like that. So I think that means that we need to start tapping into the hydrogen. We do want to tap into this as soon as we can. Alright, so... we're going to have to clear out part of this ice biome to build some of the power generators that I want. I don't know if they patched it, but when you change view to materials, you can see machine under the ice. Oh, you go like this? Yep. No, you could see it. You could see it. But it's a 4x4, right? We know that. We good, we good. Copenhagen with the strats. I see you over there. Alright, alright. Everything's looking good. We're making progress. I don't want to mine through the cold rust yet. So I guess we'll do this part. Mine through the abyssalite first. And then we got to continue down. At least up to here. This is going to be a long ladder, man. I might want to change that at some point. That's one thing I'm thinking about. I might want to change the ladder spacing. So this is all going to be arbitraries. So we should at least go here with the same ladder set. And I think we might extend it out afterwards. And then I need to do the water and sweep that somewhere. Do we have water anywhere? On a bottle emptier? Not that one. There's probably no such spot right here. That actually works. Sweep only water. Let me sweep water from this area. There we go. And then how many seeds do we have in here? 2, not bad. We're getting acorns, boys. We need more. I should probably start digging up some of the acorns from around the map. From the existing arbitraries. Yeah, like these two, these right here. That's probably very lucrative for me to do right now. Let's replace this. Hopefully no one gets stuck over here. I mean, it's very breathable though. So it should be fine. So how is the oxygen so far? This is pressurized. This is pressurized. This is pressurized. This is looking like good distribution. This is above 2,000. This is at 4,000. Okay. Oh, is one of these infinite pressure? No, it's not. Okay. It's looking like it's just pushing around the gases with the spillage right here. Where is this spilling from? Where is this spilling from? What the hell? What the hell? Is that polluted water ice? It was. It's very cold. Okay. So this is what happens, man, when you start moving the ice around. It starts spilling everywhere, man. Makes a mess. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Pea water everywhere? My god. Should be fine, though. Alright, so we dug out most of that. We have a path from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Want to mine all that. This also means that once we get this done, we could mine this. Now from here, we make the jump. And then from here, we could climb upwards. 4. Let's go in like this. Want to make sure there's no zombie spores nearby. Don't want to get wrecked by zombie spores. As my duplicates are not in suits. When they're running around right now, man, it's kind of scary. Alright, so we'll do a slight little mine right there. Probably do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Mine this out right there. And then we will slowly trim out this platform. This was no longer needed, it looks like, because the oil just spilled in, so we probably want to deconstruct this. Alright, alright. Making space, boys. Making space. Which kind of geyser was this? That was infectious polluted oxygen. Yeah. Yeah. Ice is everywhere, man. Even though I'm sweeping it. Oh, wow. This is done. Okay. So we probably want to mine this. Let's ladder down here. And then I don't want to mine this because it's a nice cold chunk of energy that's buffering the heat from here. But I think it has to be done. Alright, one more is planted. Building broke. We'll fix that later. Flooding. That's that building. That's fine. Attribute increase. Nice. Nice suits. Nice suits. This area actually warmed up, but it's still a little bit cold still. That's a little bit impressive. It's been a while. Okay, so let's think about this. This is going to be... I'm probably going to want to pressurize this room with oxygen. And then I also wanted to move my natural gas to another storage. And I wanted to use the natural gas kind of as a backup. That should be okay. We're also no longer pumping up bad gases to dump into the crusher. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. There's a lot of chlorine here now, though. Spilling down, spilling down. Wait, what? Is this just not on? No, it is. Oh, it's because it's flip-flopping between the chlorine and the CO2. Wow, this should actually be on. This should actually be on, but it's not. Ooh, pink unitard. Oh, I can't grab that though. I need to grab a dupe. Decorator. I don't need that, but it's better than getting a pure rancher or a pure researcher. Yep, we'll take Camille. Alright, alright. So the ladder is down. We want to mine as much of this as we can. This is going to be a safe mine now. Might as well mine this out. Okay, so we moved the natural gas to here. We have the hydrogen right here as well. And then it comes down to... is there another power source we want to add into there? I'm actually not sure if there is. I think eventually we're going to get showers as well. That's going to be something I think we're going to want. Showers for everybody. So natural gas, hydrogen. We're probably not going to rely on a lot of coal power. That's probably not going to be a thing. And then ethanol for petroleum. That's going to be the last thing, right? Okay. Is a pure rancher worth it because of the high score and hard to level ranching? It's a lot easier to level up now with the new patch, so it's not as good as it was before. That used to be very true, where you were only able to increase your ranching skill by hugging the incubator. That's not the case anymore. They changed it so that other things also give you ranching experience now. So if I look at my oldest rancher, so who's ranching? Rambo? Gorbash? Can we... I need to do by age. Oh, can you not sort dupes by age? Feels bad, man. I want to see who's the oldest, man. Let's check this out, though. So... ranching. It's Gorbash, Rambo. Gorbash has 10 husbandry. That's not bad. Rambo has 8 husbandry. That's not bad. Then we have Clash, Marl, Clash, Doppel. Clash is just a rancher, dude. This guy's at 10. This guy's at 9. Dude, everyone's around 10 points. That's not bad. Marl is at 6. Yeah, we don't have anyone at max skill. That's actually pretty impressive. This guy's at 3. And then who else was it? Brainless. He's at 3 as well. Maybe. There is a benefit now, too, with a longer groom duration, which is pretty nice. But I will say that it's not as good as it was before with how that used to work. So we are going to be attempting some magic, you guys. We're going to be making some doors. All right. Natural tiles, boys. Y'all know what it is. And just like that, magic. Alright, now after that, everything else should be good. We might want to change this floor so we can do pinch of pepper nuts below it. And have an offset spacing setup. But we will need a weird spacing setup here, though. course, now that that's good, we could sweep everything. Nice, nice. Okay, so we have to make room for... Are these generators all the same? This is 4 wide, this is 3 wide, and then this is 4 wide. Okay. It's not bad, not bad. So once we get the ethanol, that's going to be one of the things we need to manage. The petroleum gen. Can you overpressure the petroleum gen building? Is that possible? Make it so that it cannot produce CO2? Or does it always produce CO2? I'm actually not sure how that works. This one we pump it out, so maybe we don't use the ethanol petroleum gen. You can't, right? It always produces it. I was thinking, like, could you submerge it? Can you submerge it to prevent it from actually creating gases? So you would have to do layers of liquids. I think it's going to push one of the bubbles, right? That's one of the problems. It pushes one of the bubbles over to the right or left. In a submerged setup, you could actually prevent it. Okay. Have you tried it, Napolinis? I haven't tried it before, so I'm just curious if that's actually feasible. Alright, we're gonna have to... I mean, we won't remove the lockers yet, though. Just the tiles. I know they flood, if that's what you mean. No. What I mean is, if you do layers of submerging, so kind of like the spawn, if you do like one bottle at a time of different liquids, you could actually stack up the liquids into 3 levels without flooding the building because you're below the minimum threshold for the flooding mechanism. Now, I'm thinking that if you flood all 9 tiles of the generator, does that make it so that you don't produce CO2? Yo, bad strats? It's like, you gotta ask the questions, man. I think it still does. I think it still does, because I think it's like the electrolyzer, where you spawn the gas, and it either gets displaced or it moves the liquid. I think that's what happens. That's what makes the most sense, in my opinion. That's what makes the most sense, if something like that happens. Alright, so I don't need this gas line. We'll remove it because it's also a regular pipeline. Probably don't need this anymore. We're not going to dig below this because we need all this to get crushed. Just an idea, though. Just an idea. I can't get a green signal. It keeps flashing both elements. The dupes are just hanging out here, dude. What are you guys doing? Alright. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for the raid, Max. How are you? Hope you're doing well today. And of course, thank you so much for the raid. I think you were playing some Oni today, right? How was the streams? How was the colony? Shout outs to you. Playing some Oni indeed. Nice, nice. How was the streams, yo? What were you guys taking care of today? And hope you had a good stream. Leo Far, what's good? I see you over there. Welcome, welcome in. Streams was okay. Collecting the critters. Oh, were you doing the new critter fluxomatic? The new story trait stuff? You gotta collect all 5, man. It's kind of like Pokemon badges. You gotta show them to the guard, and then you get the benefits. Hey, Happy Nora, welcome, welcome. Shine bug automation. Oh man, shine bug automation. Like for a solar panel. That's a lot of lag right there, man. I'm just saying. We've done that. I'm trying to get one of every morph in the game. Oh. You got gassy moves yet? That's always going to be the last thing to grab. Gassy moves are always going to be the last thing to grab. I imagine. And then shine bugs, even though there's 7 evolutions, they actually evolve pretty fast. I think I was doing this one stream from beginning to end 6 hours, and I was able to get all 7. Then again, I was already on like a mined out map, so I had all the resources ready. Yeah, gassy moves are the biggest pain. Gassy moves are the biggest pain, because then you have to deal with the gassy moo meteors, you have to fly out to the asteroid, and then you have to be able to wrangle them while they're flying around. And then when you bring them back home, it's like they don't reproduce, so they just kind of live their life and then they just die again. Feels bad, man. But hey, thank you so much for the raid, Max. Appreciate the support. If you guys don't know Max, check them out. They also do some Onis. Actually, they do a lot of Oni, I believe. And Max, what other games do you stream? I think the only bug problem right now is phosphorus for the Abyss. Oh, yo man, Draco Farms. They poop it out all day, every day. And then all you got to do is melt it. And then you get the phosphorus solid. Oh, Don't Starve Together as well, and Minecraft. I've been actually supposed to check out Don't Starve, and I've been wanting to stream that just because it's a Clay game. There's a lot of, you know, Clay does a lot of good stuff, so it's one of those things I wanted to check out. I just haven't had the chance to. I really do gotta play some TST, man. Not gonna lie. I've heard from other streamers that stream TST that it's very similar to Oni, where there's a lot of layers of depth. But if you don't know what you're doing and can't get to that part, it becomes kind of like Oni, where you feel like you're brick-walled behind a certain stopping point. But if you do get past it, there's a lot you could do from what I hear. RimWorld next week. Oh man, do you have all the DLCs? It's on sale right now. No, I have it. I have the game. I just haven't had a chance to stream it. That's really it. I have the game. I have the game. I got it for free because I had Don't Starve when it first came out, and I have the first DLC, Reign of Giants. I didn't get any of the other DLCs after that because I didn't play anymore, but then I received a free copy of DST because I already owned Don't Starve. So when I got that, I was like, it's cool. Sitting on the Steam library, as all the Steam games are, sitting on there, waiting for their turn to be played. And, you know, sadly, a lot of the time you don't get to play those games. But yeah, that's where it's at right now. It's sitting with the rest of the games on the Steam library, uninstalled.